variety cheeses, and we welcome her to share her information about her cheeses, her farm, her CSA, her award-winning cheeses, and all things garden variety cheese. So welcome, Rebecca.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Please, Rebecca, share with us where are you located and what are your cheeses you make? I have two of your beautiful cheeses right here.
So we are in Northern Monterey County. I have a 40-acre ranch called Monkeyflower Farm, and we raise dairy sheep. We milk about 100 a year, and we primarily make yogurt and aged cheeses and a couple fresh cheeses and sell throughout the Bay Area at farmers markets. And as you mentioned, our CSA and a few other outlets.
And how long have you been in farming and agriculture?
Well, I guess I started in college. It would have been 1995 or 6. I started working for Sea Star's goat cheese farm in Santa Cruz and helped with milking the goats and making cheese and doing farmers markets. So it's been a while.
Well, I'm glad you had the time out of your busy day in farming and making cheese to join us for a cheese chat. And you sent us two beautiful cheeses. I have two different ones here, which I have to put my glasses on. I apologize. I have the Moonflower and the Hollyhock.
Yeah.
Would you like to share about these two cheeses with us, please?
Sure. So they're both raw milk aged sheep cheeses. The Moonflower is about 5 months aged at this point. We generally wait till it's about 3 months minimum to cut into it. I think about 5 months is really where I'm happy with it. Mm-hmm. The original recipe came from visiting cheesemakers in the Basque region in France and querying them about their cheese making. Me in English to my friend who speaks French, who would translate to them, who French was a second language because they were all Basque. So we didn't get a lot of details. So I came back and just tried a whole bunch of different recipes. So I'm not saying this is a direct Basque style, but that was the original inspiration. So you could say it's similar in the family of like a Gruyere or other Alpine type cheeses. It's got a very nutty character. Mm-hmm. A little bit of saltiness. It's a good one for grating. And then the Hollyhock originated from a Pecorino Romano recipe. I usually like that one to be at least about 8 months old. The piece you have there is from last year, from 2019, and that one is going to be about 1.5 years old. So it I think it's our most complex cheese, especially as it ages. Now it's at this age, it's great for grating, but I also really like that one to pair with wines. We have a few different wineries who will buy wheels for their tasting room of the Hollyhock.
Yeah. I pulled out a Pinot Noir because when I tasted these when they arrived, it went perfect with the Pinot Noir.
Yeah, sheep milk cheeses and Pinot Noir are so well paired.
Absolutely. So I understand you won an award last year and you were a grant recipient from Jennifer Bice.
Yes. So Jennifer Bice, if you don't know, is a pioneer goat cheese maker. And she very generously set up a grant with the California Artisan Cheese Guild. So I guess it was 2018, I received the grant. She's done it's a 4 or 5 years of it. So I was the second recipient, $10,000. Basically, it's the idea of, helping a cheesemaker who, is doing it all themselves and trying to, make ends meet. Jennifer, did everything herself and really had so much experience. We've all benefited so much from her experience, and she's now giving back because she remembered when she was younger starting out, how difficult it was. So it's been really great to be a recipient, and now I've gotten to be as part of the committee choosing the new recipients last year and then this year, and that's been really exciting to see. And it's just been really nice to be recognized by the cheese community too, because I've been, struggling along at this for a number of years, and it's not always easy. So that was a real honor.
Well, what an honor that you received the grant, but then what a contribution you can offer now to offer to the incoming recipients. I mean, what a great program that Jennifer Weiss has set up.
Yeah, it's just amazingly generous, and and the spirit of it is what I really like. We just had our conference call this week to review the applications for this year, and it was 3 past recipients and a couple folks from the Cheese Guild and Jennifer, and everyone really took it personally and really got into people's stories in their applications. And it's hard trying to give an award when there's multiple applicants that are all really worthy too. So
yeah, that's got to be hard. That's got to be a little bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
But thank you for participating in that. And that's a big part of Jennifer Weiss, the legacy she wants to leave. And also it's a good inspiration for the California Artisan Cheese Guild for future cheesemakers to consider doing that too.
Exactly.
So I know you participate in Eco Farm on a regular basis because that is right in your backyard.
Yep.
And I know you've participated in the cheese tastings and hosted classes on, cheese and sheep farming. And so thank you for contributing to Eco Farm. It's a really important part of our community.
Oh yeah. And just a great learning experience, just being there and talking to all the other people there, even outside of the sessions. I've, even if I don't have the time to spend the whole weekend there, I'll still try and come down just for a day to get a chance to catch up with people and talk shop.
Right, exactly. So I know for guests that want to find out how to locate your cheese, you have your CSA for local, and you have Good Eggs, which distributes throughout the Greater Bay Area, and you have your South Bay home delivery service.
It's a company called Real Bay Area that do similar to Good Eggs. Like you can buy a variety of products from them, and then they do home delivery.
That's great. And for our viewers and listeners, for currently and when we put it on YouTube, we'll list both of those websites for you, Rebecca, so people can order your products.
Great.
And I know it's sad we did Eco Farm this year just by the hair on our chin, but
Yeah.
American Cheese Society. And so really doing these cheese chats is my way of combining us all back into a community as best we can while we're all individually working so hard. I love asking our guests, how do you participate in your local community? In your backyard, like how do you contribute, donate cheese, or do you volunteer to food bank? Because cheesemakers are very humble, and you all never tell us the things you actually really do. So I know you do some good things. I know.
Well, we're also really busy, especially if you have a farmstead.
Right.
Well, I've been involved in a few different nonprofit boards that I've put my time into. I'm on the board of the Monterey County Resource Conservation District. I'm the vice president. So if you're not familiar with the Resource Conservation District, it's a nationwide organization that was created after the Dust Bowl. It was originally called the Soil Conservation Districts. So anyway, the resource conservation districts, each area, usually it's by county, sometimes it's by other barriers, but the board is made of local landowners and farmers, and we are a nonprofit, and we can raise money and fund different conservation projects, and we also work in coordination with the Natural Resource Conservation Service, which is part of the USDA. So that's been neat to be involved with. Locally, we've been doing a lot of work with the Salinas River, and this last year we've gotten a big grant to work with fire safety and different fire issues in the area.
Oh, that's great. If you would like us to include any of those web links, just please email them over and we'll put them on the YouTube and our website.
And I've also been involved with the Dairy Sheep Association of North America. I've been a board member a couple times. Now I actually have a paid position with them, well, minorly paid, coordinating a breed improvement program. Yeah, so that's been really great because there's just not a lot of people out there milking sheep, and there's not a lot of resources. So the more we can work together is really helpful. And now we're applying for a grant to fund this project to help people monitor their flocks and make better breeding management decisions. So that's been really fun.
Oh, that's great. I might have to connect you with my friend Rob, who just started breeding sheep in Oregon.
Oh, cool.
In Willamette Valley, right below Briar Rose.
Oh, perfect.
And he's a great guy. You two would have a great time.
Yeah, please connect me. That'd be great. We're looking for this grant. We're looking to get funding from the Western Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education. So we're specifically working with farms on the West Coast.
I will absolutely connect you to. He's fantastic.
Great.
So Rebecca, in addition to these two cheeses, do you produce any additional cheeses that we can share with our viewers and listeners?
Yes, for our aged cheeses, we regularly make 4. The Moonflower and Hollyhock there. A third one is called Black-Eyed Susan. That one is actually a cheddar recipe. I think it ends up having a lot of similarities to like a Manchego. It's got a nice fruitiness to it, and it's on the drier side in contrast to like our Moonflower, which is a little more smooth textured. So that's another one that we generally age between 3 to 6 months. And then our oldest cheese generally is the Daffodil. So that one, I like that one to get at least 10 months, if not a year. It is a Edam recipe. So once it gets to that about year stage, it gets a lot of caramel flavors, a little smokiness. You can sometimes pick up like a whiskey flavor. So it really benefits from the extra aging. So we try and make a variety of cheeses that are all different and distinct from each other. And then we also do a feta style we call Cosmos. That's raw sheep milk, brine aged. And then occasionally we do some blend cheeses or other varietal aged cheeses when there's a couple farms nearby that we occasionally get milk from. So we like to play around a little bit. And then we regularly make a fromage blanc style that we call Sweet Alyssum, which is really popular at the farmers markets. You can use it like a cream cheese. I've made cheesecake with it, super versatile. And then a fresh sheep milk ricotta. Again, that's a popular one at the farmers markets.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we can't find around here at all.
And we just started making a halloumi this summer, just to kind of as a trial. People are always looking for fresh mozzarella, and it's a lot of work to make fresh mozzarella, and it has a pretty short shelf life. But halloumi has a lot of similar properties, and yet we can put it in a salt brine, which gives it a little bit longer shelf life. So we've made a couple batches of that as an experiment, and it's been super popular. It goes really great with tomatoes on your caprese, and then you can grill it and fry it, which is really fun, and use it as like a vegetarian protein source and curries or any kind of stir fry. So that's been a fun new addition.
That sounds delicious. Well, Rebecca, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. I know it took us a little time to schedule, but thank you so much. And I hope that you'll, when you have time, sit down and view some other cheese chats. And I hope that other people will view our cheese chat. And thank you for the delicious cheeses that our family will enjoy tonight. We feel blessed when we get cheese at our doorstep, so thank you.
Yeah. Well, I'm jealous I don't get to have any of the wine.
Well, I'll make sure that happens then. Be sure to send me your address and I will ship you wine.
Perfect.
And absolutely, we'll send you the Pinot Noir to go with your cheeses.
Oh, great. That sounds like a good trade to me.
Okay, good. Well, thank you again for your time and sharing your cheeses and your knowledge and your expertise. And thanks for serving on the board of both the sheep and the cheese guild. So thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you, Shauna, for trying to keep everybody in touch.
I'll do my best and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.